I spent most of my life at sea in pursuit of a finish line, often alone and always pushing for that extra knot of boat speed. But for our final leg in Croatia, the race looks a little different. We're joining a flotilla. Sunsail are pioneers of flotilla sailing with over 50 years experience running them. It's a unique way to cruise when you're the skipper of your own boat, but you're part of a much larger family. It's not about how fast we get there, it's about who we meet along the way. In this series finale, we're diving into the heart of the flotilla spirit. I'm meeting the lead crews who keep the fleet moving, talking to those that have traded their land legs for a week under sail. The fleet is ready, let's finish the journey together. Well, I've had a great week on the water and I've come into Marina Agada now to close that week of exploring, adventuring and sailing off. But I'm just ahead of the flotilla that's come in and I can't wait to meet them and hear all about their week on the water. A flotilla holiday offers the perfect balance of freedom and support, making it a great way to explore Croatia's spectacular coastline. But before the flotilla arrived, I met up with the chief instructor to find out exactly what to expect from a flotilla and why it's become such a popular way to experience sailing. If I was coming and I'd joined a flotilla, what am I expecting?
With Flotilla, you've got two main benefits. You've got the social side and you've also got the immediate support there.
So I come and you said that we don't have to be ducklings. So it's not like, you know, the whole fleet goes together.
No,
you get a little bit of independence?
You get loads of independence, yeah. No, it's very much, you know, like go off, have a wonderful day, enjoy your time, and curfew's at 5 o'clock, please don't be late. We'll tell you, so there's a good snorkeling spot over here. If you want to do some good sailing, the wind will be better on the south side, but there'll be a bit of swell, so watch out for that. But if you want to avoid that, go on the north side. Like, give you a bunch of ideas, and the main thing is just, we know the area, we'll warn you about the hazards you need to pay attention to, so you don't need to do too much research or homework ahead of time. We'll let you know on the day what to expect, and then at the end of the day, you show up and we're all ready there waiting for you, guiding you in, catching your lines.
So independence but not isolated.
Oh yeah. So you've got all the support there. We're just, you know, here if you need us, but no, we're not going to babysit you or be tagging along in the background.
And who comes on the flotilla? Because, you know, am I going to feel pressure that I need to be of a certain level?
No, we get all sorts. It's fantastic for brand new sailors. If you've only recently just got your license and you're now ready to go off on a boat on your own, you don't need an instructor standing on board looking over you. You can take the next step, but you don't have to go full into bareboat where you're like, oh gosh, what am I going to do with the day? Flotilla's a brilliant intermediary step for that, like stepping stone towards bareboat.
So a flotilla gives you the independence to sail at your own pace with the reassurance that help is never far away. But what does that support actually look like once you're out on the water? To find out, I caught up with one of the flotilla's lead skippers to learn more about the experienced team behind the scenes and how they keep everything running smoothly for every boat in the group. You mentioned you work with a team, so there's you on board. Who else is there in a flotilla setup?
So we've also got the host and then we've got the technician. So the host honestly runs the show. It's like the legs on a swan that no one sees, the hard work, all the bookings of everywhere. Then you've got the technician. While they're there to fix the boats on the Sunsail fleet, they also lend a huge hand, especially with sort of when we're letting off boats, bringing boats back in. They are a huge helping hands and generally just there for the social side of things as well, helping out with the evening activities, group meals, all of that. So yeah, there's us three working together and there's a lot of crossover between the jobs.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Tight-knit family.
Oh yeah.
And how many boats do you have on average on a flotilla?
So it does range quite a bit. Like this week we had 5 boats. Some weeks we have up to 12 boats. And when you've got 12 boats in the middle of the season, it can be a bit more interesting. Whereas, you know, in the lower seasons where you've got 4, 5 boats, 6 boats, it's a lot more relaxed. We've got lots of time to bring boats in.
And what's the kind of the worst situations you've seen? I mean, obviously damage and mistakes happen. You know, the technician has to be a master of everything. Yeah, how does it work?
You know, mistakes do happen. It's sailing. I would say I've not seen anything that catastrophic. Generally, especially as boats are coming in and out, I'd say that's not actually the catastrophic time. From a side of boats stinking together, as long as hands are inside the boat, feet are inside the boat, the fenders are out, you know, worst case, just use a fender to defend the boat. And if they do come together, the boats are made of plastic.
Yeah.
it's going to be okay. Unless you're really coming at full throttle, 99% of the time it's going to be okay, really.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's credit to you then of how you're
Oh,
organising
thank
it.
you.
One of the reasons why you would book a flotilla is because of that lead skipper knowledge. Their knowledge is golden because they sail here all season. They know how the weather changes, they know which bays get affected, they know when you have to leave, when you have to arrive, which bays fill up quickly and which bays will give you that seclusion that you're after for that quiet night. So don't forget, tap into their knowledge and ask all the questions. If you've just achieved your RAA Day Skipper, this is your golden opportunity to join a flotilla where you get that independence to practice all your skills, but the support that's there with the lead crew. And don't be afraid to ask questions. No one's an expert, we're learning every day on the water, and getting advice and asking why something didn't work or how you could do something better is the best way to learn. Speaking to the flotilla crew as they came back in today, they were full of stories and there was a real buzz. There's a real camaraderie between the boats as well. So they've really had that sailing experience, but also meeting new people, making new friendships that often last way beyond the flotilla week itself. And I even heard that there's prize giving tonight to celebrate some of the stories they were sharing. The beauty of a flotilla holiday isn't measured in the miles you sailed or the places you visited. It's found in the friendships you made, the confidence you've gained, and the memories you created along the way. I joined the flotilla group for their final night together. It was a chance to celebrate the journey, reflect on the adventures they shared, and see how a group of strangers who arrived just days before have become a community of friends. Just finished your first week on a boat on your own. How did it go?
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah. So obviously you start with a bit of like, is this going to be all right? Because it's been a year since we've done our
It was a day skipper, wasn't
our
it?
day skipper together. It's nice to have tiny islands you can just bob around, and you've got landscape shaping, and you've got obviously got different weather, which I like, and then having the ability to go back to the skipper and be like, so this happened, why did this happen, how can we do this better? It was quite
Oh, of course. So you have that ability to kind of almost sound him out of what you experienced and how, so you felt improvement on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So the $1 million question, will you be coming back to do more sailing?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing, yeah. It was our first flotilla ever, and we were certified 2 months ago. So
fresh ticket.
Yeah.
This is it, first time out.
On your own.
Exactly, yeah. So we decided to do the flotilla for that reason, because it was our first time, and we felt safer and, you know, a better way to go than just by ourselves.
So you felt supported during the week?
Absolutely.
And I hear that this is a bug now. The sailing is the new thing, and you're going to be back
It's the
for more.
bug. You're right, yeah.
One of many things, but you know, we're going to stick with it. We had a great experience. We had fun.
Yeah, Sunsail's amazing. The crew, Finn, everybody's just amazing.
So you
Really
enjoyed the
great.
sailing, but also with the flotilla, the social side.
Exactly. Yes, and actually we just booked another flotilla, so we're going to try Greece for the next flotilla to see how that goes.
And just like that, we've come to the end of our Croatian adventure. You know, I've spent my life chasing records and crossing finish lines alone. But this week has reminded me that some of the best moments on the water happen when you slow down and share them. Croatia has delivered everything. The wind, the history, and some of the clearest water I've ever seen. But more than that, it's shown me that whether you're a pro sailor or someone stepping on a boat for the very first time, the ocean is a place where we all speak the same language. If you've been dreaming of an escape, don't wait for the perfect time. With the right preparation and the right crew, the water is always waiting for you. A trip with a skipper like this one with Sunsail is a great way to explore with friends or meet new people. And if you're keen to go further, RAA training can help take that next step, helping to build the confidence to skipper your own trip. Thank you for joining me, the RAA and Sunsail on this wonderful journey. I'll see you back on the water very soon.